guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be talking about Genesis Impact. Specifically, what is in Genesis Impact, because we've got the entire set list in front of me, courtesy of the Yu-Gi-Oh database, and I'm honestly just curious to see what's in this set, because I know for a fact that this set is a rare, ultra, and super set, so I'm pretty sure every card in the set is ultra, every card in the, well, not every card in the set is ultra, but every card in the set is either rare, ultra, or super, so we're going to be seeing a lot of different rarities in this set, and honestly, I'm curious to see what things are going to be. Now, I have already seen some of the collector's rares, so if I do see a collector's rare in the list, I'm going to say, oh, and this is going to be a collector's rare, just because it makes sense to tell you guys that this is going to be a collector's rare, but I'm really hoping that all of these cards are really interesting. I'm hoping that we've got pretty much everything we need to play every one of the decks in this set, and I'm just curious to see what the reprints are in this set specifically, because reprints are pretty much the only reasons why I buy sets nowadays, and if I need the reprint, or if there's a deck in there that I'm interested in, kind of interested in Tron, and I'm just curious to see what these decks are. So, without further ado, let's actually go into the list so we can talk about some of the decks and some of the reprints in the set. So, starting off, it looks like we've got the Magus support, where we've got Crowley, we've got Zora, the Magus Flame. This is the monster that actually took a while for us to get announced, if I remember correctly, where you can just equip one extra card to it, which is actually pretty good. You've got our little grown-up Vera from the Witchcrafter set, because Vera was actually one of the hard-to-get cards, and I'm surprised how they actually made the Mega set, to be honest. Like, this deck is kind of cool, just for the fact that it's a mixture of the Invoked archetype, the Endymion archetype, and also the Witchcrafter archetype, kind of like putting them all together. And I don't know what Vera Zoroa is supposed to be here. I don't know what he's supposed to be from what he links to, but it's kind of cool to see that they're kind of making an archetype mixed with all three stuff, and actually kind of like creating a timeline in the Spellcaster universe, which I find really, really cool. We've got the Spell Spirit. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. We've got Veran, the Magus Divinity, and we've also got now this, I believe, is a collector's rare. I have seen this in collector's rare, so we're going to have Nina Ruru as a collector's rare as well, which is it's a nice Xyz monster, and something that would look interesting in collector's rare. I believe also Artemis here is also a collector's rare as well, so seeing this as a collector's rare, like seeing these two as collector's rares will be kind of cool to actually see that as well, because like to be honest, the collector's rare is basically just a new ultimate rare. It's a new ultimate rare print with like secret rare writing, but like ultimate rare everywhere else on the card. So it would be kind of cool to see what these look in person. Maybe they've changed the print a bit, and hopefully let's just not have the bad printing like we had with Toon Chaos, where everything just had like corner chips, everything was damaged. Like let's not have that again, because like it's kind of cool to see these cards, and I would rather not have them corner chipped. But it looks like we've got pretty much everything for the Magus archetype. We've got Transmigratus, we've got the spell card here. I believe this is the Monster Reborn, or is it equip? Target one Magus monster, equip it with one Magus level 4 monster from your extra deck. Oh, so this is the one that equips from the extra deck. Okay, so there is a spell that will allow you to do that, and this is the fusion spell. That is, I believe this is going to be a rare, but because of like you can't really tell what the foiling are, because of like they take the Konami database takes the foiling from the OCGs, you can't really tell what's going to be what. So what I'm guessing is, unless they've changed it, is like these are going to be ultra rares. This is a rare. This is a super rare. So I'm gonna try and go by that, because if I don't really know the rarity, how they're going to do it, because the database is really weird about how they do the rarities, because they normally just import images from the OCG site and then put them onto this site. It's hard to say what they're going to be. So currently it looks like the Magus is going to be super. This is an ultra. This is an ultra. This is a rare. This is just a normal rare. This is a rare. This is a rare. I mean, sorry, these are supers. This is a super as well, or a collector's rare. And this is an ultra. It looks like Transmigratus is a super, and this is also a rare. And the fusion spell is a rare, along with the Magus Vritria, which is a card that I don't think I've read, actually. Target one level 4 Magus monster in your graveyard special summon. No, I have read this one. This is the Monster Reborn. So it looks like these are all rares, which is kind of good. Having them all as rares is actually going to make them a lot easier to get, and make this deck somewhat easier to build, even though the deck does have 3 ultra rares and technically 1 collector's rare. The deck does look like it'll be a pretty easy deck to build. Like, the only card that I really want out of this is the Crowley, because this can be used with the Invoked deck itself, which is kind of interesting. So continuing on, let's go on to the next stuff, which is the live twin stars, or the evil twins, which is actually an interesting thing because I'm pretty sure all 4 of these have collector's rares. Konami have actually made every one of these a collector's rare. Like, I believe, like, because of what I've seen this is a collector's rare, I've seen this is a collector's rare, I've seen this is a collector's rare, but I haven't seen this one as a collector's rare, Leela, which I feel like this will be a collector's rare, but the the VTuber deck is actually going to be looking pretty cheap now, actually, looking here, because it looks like live twin Kiss Kill is rare along with Lily, and then you've only got the 2 ultra rares, which are in the extra deck. I mean, like, you're going to need 3 of each of these, which is going to be a bit of a struggle to get, I can admit, but it's good to see that the deck only has 2 ultra rares so far. You only need 1 of this as well, because this is like a big monster that you don't really need to play a lot of. You only need 1, so that's pretty good. The evenly matched in the extra deck, that's good to see as an ultra rare. So you got 3 ultra rares in the live twin deck right now, which isn't bad, and that's actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure this also has collector's rare. I'm like thinking all of these cards are collector's rare. Live twin home. This is the one that special summons from the deck. One live twin monster, which is actually a good card, but it just locks you into the evil twins for the rest of the turn, which is fine. Like, it's fine. It's a quick play spell. You can also summon it during your opponent's turn. It looks to be a super rare, so that's also good. It looks like this is a rare, the live twin channel. This is the one that is a field spell, right? And allows you to tribute Kiss Kills, negate attacks, and recycle your Kiss Kill monsters, which is good. Which is a good card. Like, legit, having the recyclability is very important because how fast you actually go through all your live twin monsters. It's very important to have that recyclability. And then you've got Secret Password, which I think is just a super rare. Like, it's normal writing there. It's not got like the rare foiling on it. And you get to add 1 live twin or 1 evil twin spell from your deck to your hand, and if you do control Kiss Kill and Evil Leela, you can add 1 evil twin monster from your deck to your hand as well. So this is kind of like the searcher spell for the big evil twin, along with having a way to search your live twin home, so you're actually able to play the game, which is really good. So we've got the evil twin challenge, which allows you to just revive a monster from the graveyard and then just instantly link summon. You've got the evil twin GG. What's this trap? I actually haven't seen this one. You can tribute 1 Kiss Kill or 1 Leela monster, activate one of these effects. Target 1 Kiss Kill monster or 1 Leela monster you control. It gains attack equal to the original attack of the tribute monster until the end of this turn. When a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card on the field, you can negate that effect. So, Evil Twin GG Easy is literally just a destruction negation and also just a booster. That's actually pretty cool, and it's a continuous trap. That's actually really nice. And this is the one that just allows you to target set spell or trap, return it to the deck, or revive 1 and no, it's not revive 1, it's target 1 Kiss Kill or Leela monster you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and switch control. This is the creature swap. Okay, like, it's been a few weeks since I've actually touched the deck to see what it does, but this is the creature swap, which was actually pretty good because you just literally give them one of the little ones and then you look at your opponent and be like, yeah, I take your big monster, you get my little monster. Cool, thanks. Which is actually really, really cool when you think about it. So, yeah. Evil Twins look to be pretty cheap, actually, looking at them. This was one of the most anticipated decks of the set, just for the fact that, well, one, it's pretty much just Virtual Girls Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck everybody wants to pick up, right? But it looks like they've got a load of super rares in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4 super rares, 3 ultra rares, and then 1 rare. So it's just like, the deck actually looks to be quite cheap. Like, I'm assuming the Link monsters will be quite expensive. They'll probably go for about £20 each, knowing people and their lolly fetishes, or not their lolly fetishes here, but their demon, succubus, fiends fetish right there. I don't know, but looking at the rarity, it actually looks pretty easy to pick up, and honestly, I would probably pick this up because I can see this deck being a very good control deck. It's, in my opinion, this is basically just Sky Striker 2.0, and looking at it, it looks to be quite easy to pick up, only having a couple of super rares, 1 rare, which is going to be the hardest thing, probably going to be the easiest thing to get, and then just 1 of the big ultra rare, which you only really need 1 of. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And also, you got the traps that seem to be all super rare from what I can tell. Actually, no, they might be rare just from the way they've presented their font, but it's not as the same as here. I'm also curious, will we get the actual star on our artwork as well? Because that would be nice. I assume so, seeing it's on the database like that. So now we go into the Tron, the new ritual-based deck, which is actually really, really good. literally, if you're playing any ritual deck, the Drytron are just going to put it on the whole other level. It's going to boost Necros, it's going to boost Cyber Angels, it has its own OCG build where you just play a couple of ritual monsters, all the Drytrons, and then just go ham there. This deck is a very strong deck and is a very good deck coming out into the game, so I highly suggest you all pick this up for ritual-based decks. Now, going into the Drytrons, it looks like the first one and the best Drytron monster, in my opinion, that is a super rare Drytron Alpha. This is the one that will actually add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand, simply but when it's summoned, which is actually really good. We got Rastaban, which is a rare, and this is the one that returns a banished Drytron monster to your graveyard. You got Eltania, which is one that summons one from the graveyard, which is also a rare, which is kind of good, really good there. You've got Atlas, which I can't actually remember what this one does. It reveals one ritual monster or ritual spell and draws one card. This is a rare as well. And Alberiba, however you pronounce that, is the one that adds a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So it looks like all of these are rares, except for this one, Drytron Fuban, which is the best one, which appears to be a super rare. So that's good. That's good. All these are going to be very easy to pick up, and you need all of them to be able to play the deck. So it's very good to see that these are good rarity and easy to pick up, in my opinion. And I would heavily suggest you pick up all of these. Like, legit, if these are low rarity, pick them up. You don't need to even play their big ones. You just need the little ones because of their ritual spell is for every ritual monster. So very good to see that these are low rarity, in my opinion, so you can pick them up easy. And then we've got Drytron Draconoids and Quadroids. So these are the ritual monsters. It looks like they've got it's a super and then also a ultra rare. Honestly, these also have both got collector's rares, if I remember correctly as well. So if you want collector's rare versions of this is going to be really nice as well. But it looks like these are going to be easy pick up, only having one ultra rare so far, which is good because if you did want to play the Draconoids to just be able to target face-up cards your opponent controls and destroy them, it's pretty good there too. And this one is the Harpy's Feather Duster, if I remember correctly as well. So good card. Then we got the Field Spell, which seems to be a super rare as well, which just allows you to add a Drytron spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So good there. The Meteorosis, this is the ritual spell, and also Nova seem to be ultra rares. Now these are the two very important cards in the deck because Nova allows you to special summon a Drytron from your deck, so you could just go ahead and special summon Fuban from your deck and then, you know, tribute it to summon out one of the other Drytrons and then summon it back because you can do that. Being an ultra rare, that's going to be kind of annoying because you do need a playset of this. Tron Meteorosis, you don't really need a playset of this, but it's something that I would suggest having a playset of just because it is the best ritual spell in the deck, and it is a very good ritual spell just because it can recycle itself back to the hand by targeting a Drytron you control and it loses 1,000 attack. So really good though, but these are ultra rare, so they will be a bit hard to pick up, so please be careful with that. Drytron Eclipse, what is this? I don't actually know. Target one Drytron monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. During your main phase, simply turn this card into the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and target one Drytron monster you control, it gains 2,000 attack until the end of this turn. This is a card that I haven't seen for Drytron. That's actually really good. Just recycle a Drytron in your graveyard, and then you can just banish it later on to boost something by 2k. That's really strong because with Meteorosis, you can go ahead and tribute Drytron monsters to be able to ritual summon up to their attack points. So that's actually really good. What's this? This is another card I haven't seen. During the main phase, target one Drytron monster, one ritual monster you control, and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster loses exactly 1,000 attack until the end of this turn, and if it does, destroy that target. Huh. That's not bad either. Like, legit, you could just one Drytron and one ritual monster and one face-up monster your opponent controls, and then just kill it for just losing 1,000 attack. That's actually really nice. These are cards that I haven't seen, and they're rare, which is going to be really good. So that's actually really nice. And here's the counter trap, which seems to be a super rare, and this is just allows you to negate the normal or special summon. No, it's not that. You just get, yeah, you can get to negate the normal or special summon of a monster and shuffle that card into the deck. So not a really great card, but anyway, it's still a good card for the deck and probably a one of in my opinion. So continuing on though, we go into reprints. So starting off, we have Cyber's Gadget as a super rare. Okay, having Cyber's Gadget as a super rare isn't the best reprint, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's reprinted. I think it's only got one printing though, so I guess it makes sense. Hat Tricker, decent reprint because it hasn't had a reprint since the Core. Since Core Chaos, I forgot the actual name, just know the Code Core set. The one where we had the Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon in it. Star Drawing, this has had a couple of reprints, so I don't really like that getting a reprint. These are all supers as well. A rare Cyber Angel Ben 10, I mean, it's got super, it's got common. I get why they're printing it, because it allows you to add very ritual monster from your deck to your hand, so that's good for the Drytron. Nightmare Griffin? Okay, interesting choice for a reprint, especially seeing as the card doesn't really need a reprint. It's not a card that is that great and not really something that we've been sought out for, and it does have 2 printings. I guess it's a decent reprint though. Cyber Emergency as a reprint as well. Now this is something interesting because this only has, I believe, 1 printing. So this is a good reprint and it's a rare from the from the name. And these are also rares as well, which is nice because of having rare reprints is always good. Extra Foolish Burial. This card is garbage. I don't like how they've reprinted this, and it's a super rare. Born from the Draconis. I honestly don't know why this is being reprinted. I don't think it's been used at all. Bottomless Trap Hole, if anyone ever wants them, as a super rare. Herald of Ultimus, this only has 1 print, I think, and it's interesting to see it as a reprint rare, as an ultra rare. The Incantation, Chalice Slime has a rare reprint in this as well. Okay. Beat Cop, now this has a collector's rare as well that I've seen, so this is actually cool. It's getting an ultra rare print and well, it's already had an ultra rare print, so having another ultra print doesn't really change anything, but the collector's rare might actually be worth something, so that might be something you guys want to look at and pick up. Backup Secretary as a super rare, kind of interesting. Nightmare Unicorn and Nightmare Phoenix, I believe both of these have collector's rares as well. So if you're looking to pick up these, outside of just their super printing here, which you can see, they are just super printing, you can see from their names. Well, Nightmare Unicorn may be a rare, I can't really tell too well from that. But the Nightmare Phoenix is definitely a super rare. But these might be good pickups if you want as a collector's rare, because like I can definitely see these as collector's rares going for a decent amount of money because they're just one of staples in every deck. Number 96, Dark Mist. That's an interesting ultra rare reprint. It hasn't had a printing since its original print in Shadow Spectres, so that's interesting to see. Well, I think it was Shadow Spectres. It might have been a different set. Alistair the Invoker of Madness. This is a rare and a collector's rare. So if you want the rare version, go ahead, get the rare version. It'll be very easy to pick up because you can see here that it is clearly a rare. You can also go ahead and get your collector's rare version now, which I think will go for a bit of money as well for your invoked players out there. We've also got the Book of Lore, which seems to be a super rare as well. This is good because they only had a really secret print. Invoked Coitus. This is going to be something that's worth pretty much nothing in my opinion. It's just a rare. Let's go with the invoked stuff. Invoked Magicillion. This is just a reprint to go with your invoked madness and stuff. So yeah, it's there for that. Signet Regression. I don't think this is something that's been printed before. What's this? If you special summon a link monster, target 1 card on the field, destroy it, then draw 1 card. Huh. Interesting. This is a super rare. World Legacy Lance as a rare. Again, it's already had a rare print. I don't know why they're reprinting it as a rare. You might as well have rarity bumped it. There was literally no point in turning it into a rare. We've got the Engraver Mark. This card did not need a super rare reprint. Again, Konami, why? And the last card is Before Mage Damage Juggler, something that has only had 2 prints, so I'm happy to see this getting a reprint. But looking at this set, looking at all the cards in this set, I'm gonna have to say this is a pretty decent set. Like, the Drytron being good rarity is nice. The Evil Twins being looking to be pretty easy to pick up as well, outside of like maybe the Link monsters, that being ultra rare and stuff that might be very hard. And like the Magus archetype being somewhat easy to pick up as well. Like these look really good. This set looks really nice. The reprints in it, they could have been better, I'm not gonna lie. Like the best reprint I would say is probably Nightmare Unicorn, because Nightmare Unicorn is just a really good card to have. It's a card that will allow you to get compulse monsters, and with IP Masquerena, just do it during your opponent's turn. The Invoked Alistair is also a really nice reprint as well for your invoked players out there, because I know the Invoker of Madness was quite expensive. But a lot of the other reprints in this set, I don't really see them being too crazy. I don't think they're that mad. I don't think they're amazing. Literally, the decks in this set are really good. You've got the Tron that are just really good. The Tron just having so many good cards in the deck, having so many useful things and so many good things for ritual monsters. You got the Evil Twins, which are basically Sky Striker 2.0, and I would say the weakest deck in this set is the Magus. Like, the Magus isn't the best archetype. It's something that you'd probably splash in with other decks, but it's still pretty decent as well. But I would have to give this set a really good, I would give this set a good mark. I don't think it's the most amazing set ever made. I do think it has its weaknesses as well, such as the reprints. As I said, the reprints aren't that good, meaning that you don't have a lot of interesting stuff. You don't have anything amazing like that. I would say the best stuff is like the Hat Tricker, the Cyber Emergency, because this card was going for insane price for Cyber Dragons. The Nightmare Unicorn and the Invoker of Madness are probably the best stuff, along with Perform Age Damage Juggler. But guys, that's going to be my review on this set. The set looks to be really, really strong, really, really good. I do think this is a good set to pick up if you guys are looking to build these decks, or maybe get another Nightmare Unicorn, or if you want to build Cyber Dragons to get the Cyber Emergencies. It is only a rare though, so you might want to consider getting just singles of this card if you are just looking for a rare, but really good set in my opinion. Like, the Dratrons are insane and really good. The Live Twins seem to be really good as well, and honestly, everything in here is looking good, outside of maybe the Magistus, which I think is personally like the weakest deck, outside of maybe getting one Army Tease, because it's just a link 1 for any spellcaster deck. But no, it's a really good archetype. I feel like this is going to be really strong. You now only need one extra monster spot for your Alistairs if you pick up your Armites, which is really nice. But guys, that's all I have to really say though. Sorry for any noise in the background. I cannot control that boy in the background. He is none of my control. I was hoping it was going to be a bit quiet. I do try to fiddle with the microphone. I hope you did enjoy the video, guys, because this is a really interesting set with a lot of different archetypes, and being the second set in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! To actually house collector's rares is really, really nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. I'll see you guys in the next one, and Robot1 signing out. Really liking the look of this set, guys. Later all.